get the 12 on out there instead of 23.
Yeah, it is, not gonna lie. But I like it though. I understand it, man. You just gotta earn it every year. It's like last year, obviously we had a great year, but like, honestly, it don't matter no more. It's a new year, so gotta do it again. I gotta earn it. I gotta prove to these guys that, I'm gonna show up every day ready to work and ready to be a leader, ready to be the player this team need me to be, the character this team needs me to have. So yeah, it is, but I embrace it though for sure.
Speaking of being a leader, I know you were one last year and have been during your time here, but when you look around and Jonathan McGill's gone and some of those other faces are gone, does that make you step it up even more?
Yeah, for sure. Because like last year, I could be I could be a leader, but more of my actions and not vocal, but not as vocal as someone like McGill was, something like that. But like now I know that we don't have that voice in around, so now I know I have to be more of a vocal leader and not just lead by example as much. So, but yeah, for sure, it's a place that I got to step up on.
And when you've got, a lot of younger guys coming into the room, can you talk about how important it is to help them kind of teach them the culture that I know that Coach Simons and the coaching staff want you guys to have?
Yeah, because that's what we feel like is different about our program. Like, yeah, obviously we've been getting transferred, but we always, whether it be transferred, the young guys want to bring in the right guys that fit who we are as a team and the character and the standard that we have. We're not just bringing in, anybody that can play football well, so we're having to kind of show these guys the culture and let them know what it really looks like to represent this brand for sure.
And who are some of the young guys who's kind of caught your eye so far, who you enjoyed getting to work alongside?
Polly for sure, he's come along really fast. And then Holiday as well. Both of those guys in the back end have really showed that they understand football well, and they're picking up on the defense, and they're out here making plays. So it's been really exciting to see those guys come out here and work every day.
Scott Simons always talks about mental makeup when he's like evaluating prospects and guys like that. As far as the mental makeup of the group, what do you see from that and how it's developed over your time here for yourself, but also for the group?
Yeah, I think we got a lot of smart guys, a lot of guys that just understand football. You can put them in, you can plug and play in different spots because they understand how things work and how, especially in our defense, it's the same, but at the same time it's different. So as long as you understand the different spots, you can play in almost any position. So it's really important for guys to be able to understand and be able to keep up mentally because we like to think of ourselves as being a versatile defense, guys that can play different spots. So it's been really good seeing those, like I said, those younger guys just be able to understand football, be able to come in. We go into meetings, and then straight from meetings, they can come right here and they can apply to the field just like that. It doesn't take them 2 or 3 practices to get something down, because a lot of times that's hard to do, take the meeting to the field, but we've been able to do that pretty well.
Any personal goals for you this spring, and can I talk about any of the work that you did during the winter program?
I think my biggest thing right now is just continuing to take film more and more serious, just understand. I feel like that's the best part of my game and I can improve on right now, just taking what I see in film and making the game slow down, understanding route progression and different things like that. I feel like that'll help the game slow down even more for me, help me make even more plays.
What does it mean to have the whole staff intact, everybody back, some changes, sport guys and things like that, but all the on-field guys, are back?
That's great because we already understand how the staff we had and how good they were and development that they've been able to show over the players over these last couple of years. So now I was really excited to get everyone back because I know these guys are getting offers from probably all around the country. So it's good to, especially have my guys on defense back. So it meant a lot for sure.
Yeah, the same goes for this team. I mean, a couple transfers, here and there, but the outside of the NFL and graduation departures, no one really bounce. It seems like. What does that say about the culture here?
Yeah, I think, like I said, the culture. We don't really just want to bring in random guys that don't fit who we want to be as a team. So it's been good to kind of keep some of the core guys like, Kevin, obviously, me, Ahmad, Cam, Isaiah Smith. So keep those guys here that already understand the standard, that understand what it means to be a Mustang, and then add in a couple pieces here and there. And those guys can see what we do and follow our example. So I think it's great for sure.
Who've been some of the guys that have emerged as leaders, during this winter workouts and things like that?
Kilgore for sure.
Yeah.
Alex, he's played well. Last year, he had some great leaders in front of him in Kobe and Ahmad, but he's really stepped up his leadership this year, and I've seen it both on and off the field.
Is that maybe a big thing this year? I think you guys still return a lot, but obviously lost some key pieces that guys who have played and are back are just having to step up into bigger roles this year.
Yeah, so one of those guys I was just talking about in Kilgore, we had a lot of production from our linebackers last year. Both of those guys played really, really well. But he's embraced that, and he's ready, and he stepped up his game a lot. And Ahmad, coming in for McGill, and he's a hell of a player too. So both of those guys are really stepping up and really, helping his team a lot.
I know it's early, but getting to go up against the receivers in practice. What are you noticing out of that group? Obviously, plenty of new faces.
Yeah, I think the young guys look good. They've been picking up on the stuff really well too, and obviously we're getting Romello back, so it's been good to see him out there. He's explosive, and Hud always making plays, so it's exciting to see those athletes outside and them making plays. Because I know this offense is going to be fast and physical, so it's what you love to see.